So we're going to move on now to the rice pudding. If you put, in here I've got 2.5 ounces of butter, 2.5 ounces of sugar. If you let that, you put that on the heat, melt the butter, add the sugar and cook it until it gets to a toffee-like consistency. So melted butter and slightly brown and toffee-ish. Then you add 3.5 ounces of pudding rice to that, and then again just cook that for 30 seconds or so, and then add your 2 pints of whole milk and about 50 mils or so, 100 mils of double cream. It's a rich rice pudding. And then put that onto the heat and let that, bring that to boil, stir it, and that will prevent the lumps of rice forming. So stir it, you want to stir it until it begins to thicken. And then when it has thickened, we will put it into a oven dish. So in here, I'll put it in here, and that can go into the oven for a slow cook. So if you put it into, well, my Arga's quite cool, but if you put it into a about 150, I suppose, perhaps less, then put that into there and then check on it about an hour later. So while that's thickening up, I'll stir it from time to time. I just want to talk you through raspberry compote. So in here I've got some frozen raspberries, and I've whizzed them up, and they're just still a bit frozen actually, but I just want to mix those with some icing sugar. So that's about 4 ounces of raspberries, and then if you put about a couple of ounces of sugar, well, that's really to taste. So with that, I just want you to do it until, if you like it sweet or tart, just put as much or as little as you want in. And then stir it all up, and then when it's defrosted, actually, you'll probably have to come back to this, I just want you to put it through a sieve to get rid of all those seeds, otherwise they get stuck in your teeth. Okay, we'll leave that for the moment, and I'll show you the end result, I think. Right, the rice has thickened nicely, and we can put it in this to go into the oven. This is the time you would add your vanilla extract. If you had vanilla pods, you would add them at the beginning with the milk, but extract actually goes towards the end. I would normally have vanilla pods, but I don't think that it's probably an essential. And I can't really justify a trip to the shops in these straitened times. So anyway, there we are, that's done. Vanilla extract is in, and in we go into here. If you'll notice that it's a different dish, that's because the other one was too small, so I had to change and redo it. Hey ho. There we are, and that goes into the oven for about an hour or maybe more actually, but depending on what temperature you've got it on. An hour at an hour and a half, maybe at 130, maybe less. My Arga's a bit slow, so it will probably go in for an hour and a half. Okay, so there's the finished product of the creamy rice pudding and the tart fresh raspberry coulis. A very nice combination, and I hope you enjoy it very much.